So this is Lucas, okay, and he's got some knee issues, and what we're gonna do is, I haven't fixed him yet, but we're just gonna go through this video and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna fix him, okay? He's had knee pain for quite a long time, and he's also had some surgeries as well, so he's gonna talk to you a little bit about that now, and then I'm gonna show you how we're gonna fix him.
So I tore my right ACL playing soccer a few years ago, and recently I've been trying to get into the military, but when I went to training, I went through physical tests and they said that my right knee was too weak to go through tests, and now I'm here with Zach trying to get my hips and my knee right to be able to do that.
So here's a guy, okay, that has been doing front squats. He's been doing some of the knee over toe program. He's got extremely developed quads, okay? Yet he still has knee pain. It's because of some glute weaknesses. So we're gonna show you those glute weaknesses, but also the other thing is that I want you to learn, and this is really important, is that one of the tests we do is to test the quad from here up, the strength more towards the rectus femoris into the hip flexor. He is so strong with front-loaded quads, but he is so weak when we strengthen the quad up this way. And we're going to show you that now, how we actually can get more up into the hip flexor and also work the quad at the same time. So this is like what he's been doing, okay, and obviously he can go lower than this. Okay, we're just showing you this. So this is all working basically the front of the lower quad here, okay, all through here. So the exercise we're going to show you is going to be working this, but again, we're going to be working up top, and this is where he has no muscle here. When he does this, you don't feel up here, you feel this getting worked here. So all he's doing is he's putting one foot here, and you can put a little bit more in front if you want to make it more intense. Go ahead, move it more forward. And all the pressure's on his back leg. I mean, he's shaking, but there's no development here, there's no muscle. There's nothing up in his rectus femoris. Rectus femoris hooks all the way up to the top of the hip. This is what's going to help with the structure of the knee. This is what's going to help keep the knee from caving in this way. So see how we're trying to get this knee to push out here, okay? And as he gets better, he's going to want to keep that foot straight, go ahead, and now push that knee out. That's what, and then look at how, see how blue, watch. Now look at how much he's shaking there, okay? So this is the form that we want to maintain, and now he can start creating this structure from his hip all the way down to his knee to help track correctly. And then obviously the glutes, like I said, we're going to show you next. But this is what he had a tendency to do. Everything was like this, caving in, okay? We don't want to do that. So he's got about 15 pounds. You want to be about 4 inches from the wall. And see how strong he is on this position here. And if we can move him out a little farther, let me move, yeah. And this makes it even harder when this foot's out farther, then he can't use it as much. But see, he's real strong in that position, and he has no knee issues. See that knee, how it's tracking, foot straight, knees out, that's what we're looking for. So he's going to do a pistol squat on his, this is one of the tests he had to do, but I want you to just watch how the knee caves in on the right side. Go ahead. See how he can't fight. It's very hard for him to fight that. Okay, now if we do the other side, go ahead. So see how that tracks a little bit better on that side, okay? That's all because of the glute. It's got really nothing to do with the quad, except, good, that's good, Luke, except for that last exercise we showed you that's going to affect the hip structure. So this is a more advanced exercise, okay? He's been here for a couple sessions already, so we've worked on the side kick, and we have a video at the end. We're going to show you a link more on how to do this exercise and the other glute exercise, okay? But we're going to just show you real quick how I test here. So this is called the Glute Destroyer. His knee's just above the hip line here. He's going to drop down. Do you see that? That's how far he can drop. That's his range of motion. And then he's going to come up to here without that knee movement, drop down. He's going to hold it. He's going to feel the stretch in the medius, and he's going to come up. This is medius and minimus. You're creating internal rotation and adduction at the same time. See how his ankle, you don't want to be here when you're doing this. See how it's here? So he's moving just like that. So that's where he can connect to his glute. If he goes any lower, he disconnects. So he's got to start there. So the goal is, this is real tight. I'm going to just stretch it. Is it all right? Yeah, okay. That's his goal, to be able to get down here with 5 pounds and then be able to flip up with no issues. But for him to feel it, this is where he needs to go. If he goes down here, he starts feeling in the TFL, it's no good. Now if we go to the other side, go ahead and spin around. Watch the difference in range of motion here on the other side when he comes down. Look at that. Okay? And now he can move with it. He can keep his knee pretty high, and he doesn't have any issues. Spin a little bit more this way so they can see. Yeah. Yep, just like that. It's not perfect. Good. You can come up a little higher. Yep, right to there. Back down. But you can see how there's a different range of motion because his glutes healthier. This is our single leg RDL, okay? This is gonna really what is gonna help track his knee out. He can't get that low with his back right now. If he does, it shoots into his TFL. So he literally has to start like right here. He can fold over a little bit more, and he's working on trying to push his knee out here. So notice too how I have his foot turned in. He doesn't have to turn in that much, but you want to turn in just a little bit. That's gonna create more medial rotation to get the medius going. And see how we're really trying. This is really hard for him to push out. And he feels a little bit of hamstring too, that's fine, but he's primarily feeling the glute. That's what you want when you start this exercise. As long as he's feeling it right into the side here, the glute, that's what we're trying to do with this exercise and also the destroyer. Right into this area, right into the side. Go ahead. So here's a healthy athlete. You see how much farther he can bend forward, okay? And that's, you barely feel that in your hamstring, correct?
Correct.
It's all glute because he's really at another level with it. He doesn't have to bring his leg back. You can bring your leg back a little far. You don't have to bring it back that far. Yeah, that's good, like that.